So the official Android 11 update just came out for the Galaxy M51 and I thought I'd show you everything that is new with this update. And trust me, there are a ton of new features that have been introduced with this update because what Samsung has done, they have upgraded the phone directly to One UI 3.1, which is Samsung's customization over Android. And this update also brings edge screen lighting, which was a feature that was missing on these M series phones. So there you go. So you guys are gonna absolutely love this update. So guys, without any delay, let's start the video. Alright, so the first new feature that this update brings is widgets on the lock screen. So what we are gonna do is put the phone to sleep and wake it up. Now if I tap on the clock, this will open up widgets that appear on your lock screen. So you've got your music player over here, you can seek through the song, you've got play pause buttons, next alarm, weather widget and the digital wellbeing widget. Now these are also available on the always on display. So first I will make sure that the always on display is turned on. Now I'll put my phone to sleep, wait for the always on display. Now double tap the clock and swipe down and that will open up widgets on the always on display. And this allows you to seek through the songs. You've got your play pause buttons, next alarm, weather, so the same thing but on the always on display. Now you can customize these. Let's open up widgets again and tap on settings. Let's unlock the phone. So you can enable disable widgets from over here. You can also reorder them if you'd like. So this is an awesome feature of One UI 3.1, widgets on the always on display and on the lock screen. Love it. Samsung has also updated the dynamic lock screen and now you have 5 new categories and this is the special category. So let me go ahead and show you what's new in the dynamic lock screen. So we will go to wallpapers, wallpaper services, and here is the new dynamic lock screen. As you can see, now you have 10 categories. Previously you only had 5. And what's new over here is that now you can select up to 5 categories and that will shuffle the wallpapers between those 5 categories. So I have selected landscapes, dogs, cats, animal and special, and now the phone will shuffle the wallpapers between these categories. That's kind of awesome. So that gives you a lot more flexibility. And now you can also change your dynamic lock screen settings right from your lock screen. So you have to tap that and that will take you to the dynamic lock screen categories. You don't even need to unlock your phone. This update also brings double tap to sleep to the Galaxy M51 and we already had double tap to wake. So the way this feature works is that you have to tap on an empty area on the home screen and that will put the phone to sleep. So let me show you how to enable this feature. So drop down the notification panel and go to settings. Scroll down to advanced features and then open motion and gestures and make sure to turn this feature on. Double tap to turn off screen. So this allows you to turn the screen off whenever you double tap on an empty area on the home screen. So here's an interesting feature. This update allows you to set a custom video or a still image as your calling screen background. So right now I'm receiving a phone call and you can see a video is playing back. So let me show you how to do this because it's kind of awesome. On your phone, open up the dialer, then press on these 3 dots and then select settings. Then tap on call background. Over here you have 2 options, layout and background. So you can also change the layout. So this is the second layout. But we want to change the background, so I will tap on background and then press on the plus icon. Just pick a video or a still image from your gallery. I'll just pick this video for demonstration. Now it says here video is too large, so we are going to crop this. So after you finish trimming the video, you also get an option which says use video sound as ringtone. So you can actually use the video sound as a ringtone. So let's enable this and set this as the calling screen background. Let me give myself a call and I will demonstrate. So now whenever you get a phone call, that video that you have just set as the calling screen background is gonna play and you can also hear the video sound is playing back as our ringtone. How awesome is that? Or if you set a still image, you'll see a still image as the background. And you will also see the background whenever you make a phone call. So right now I'm making a phone call from this phone and you can see we have a custom background instead of the default blue background. So this is a really cool feature. I love this. The One UI 3.1 update also brings plenty of new animations and new visual changes to the Galaxy M51. The first thing that you will notice is that when you drop down the notification panel, the drop down animation has been slightly tweaked. So it kind of rolls out and then smoothly fades onto the screen. So this is the old animation, the drop down notification panel just drops. On the newer one, it kind of fades onto the screen. And I think this new animation makes the phone feel a lot more graceful. Secondly, you'll also notice that the drop down notification panel is now translucent, so you can actually see the background. Also, in addition to this, they have also tweaked the animation on the recent screen. So when I open up the recents, you'll notice that the phone kind of focuses on the app that's in the middle. So this was kind of different on One UI 2.5. So on One UI 2.5, you had all the applications laid out like this. But on the newer one, it enlarges the app that's in the middle, kind of gives you a 3D effect. They've also improved the way the phone displays and handles notifications in the drop-down notification panel. So first off, if you have the music player running, you will see the music player notification over here. And if you tap on this icon, it takes you to this screen. Now, if you have a Bluetooth speaker or a Bluetooth headset connected, this allows you to quickly switch between them. So this is my Bluetooth speaker and this is my phone. So this will allow you to quickly switch the audio if you need to. Secondly, you will also notice that the phone now groups up notifications from the chat applications together under conversations. So previously we didn't have this, so the phone will show you all the notifications together, but now all the text messaging applications are now grouped up under conversations, and then you have your alerting notification and the silent notifications. So they have definitely made some tweaks to the drop-down notification panel. And since I'm already talking about notifications, another new feature that this update brings is notification history. So in case you have accidentally dismissed a notification, you can go to settings and check out your notification history. So the way you do this is by going to settings, then tap on notifications, scroll down to advanced settings, and over here you have notification history. First you need to turn this feature on. Now what I'm going to do is dismiss all the notifications, and now if I go to notification history, it will show me all my recently dismissed notifications. Another awesome change that One UI 3.1 brings to the drop-down notification panel is that you can tap on devices and control third-party smart devices right from over here. So I've got Xiaomi smart bulbs at my home. I can switch the bulbs on and off right from over here. I don't even need to launch the Xiaomi Home application. So that cuts down on additional steps. Just drop down the notification panel, tap on devices, and you have them right over here. And the way you do this is by tapping on these three dots, then tap on manage apps and select the app from over here. So if you have Xiaomi Home installed, it should automatically show up over here, and you can tap on this and select the devices that you want to show. So guys, this update also brings edge panels to the Galaxy M51. And if you don't know, edge panels was never a feature of these mid-range smartphones. They used to include these with their flagships, but never with their mid-range phones like the M51. But the One UI 3.1 update has brought edge panels to this phone. So how do you open up the edge panels? Well, you see this white line over here, just swipe in and that opens up the edge panels. So first off, you have shortcuts to your apps, and if you want to customize this, press on the pencil icon, and from over here you can add or remove any apps you want. So let's go back. Next, you have the Smart Select Edge panel. Now this is a screenshot tool, but one of the best features is that you can actually extract text out of images. So I will highlight this, press on done, and the phone gives me an option, extract text, and if you tap this, that will extract the text out of the image. So you can copy this and paste it wherever you want. And to save the screenshot, press on this button and it will be saved in the gallery. Here it is. Now as for the text, you can open any text messaging application, long press and paste. So there you go. You can extract text out of images using the Smart Select Edge panel. Next, you have compass, tally counter, torch, surface level, and the ruler. Next, you have the weather edge panel, then the calculator panel, calendar, and we are back to the apps edge. Now you might have noticed that your phone does not have the calendar or the calculator panel. Well, that's because I have downloaded these from the Galaxy store. So the way you do this is by going into the settings by pressing the gear icon and tap on the Galaxy Store, and that allows you to download a lot of new edge panels. And there are a ton of free edge panels available in the Galaxy Store. And the edge panels are always available no matter what app you have opened. So I have Instagram open and I can still open up the edge panels and launch different applications from over here, or open up the screenshots tool, or open up the calculator, which is right over here. You can also customize this white line over here, which is called the edge panel handle. You can make it completely transparent. Let's go to the settings. Let's go to display, scroll down to edge panels, then tap on handle. Now from over here, you can increase its transparency. So now it will be completely transparent, or increase its size. So check this out. Now the edge panel handle has completely disappeared, but it is still there. So if I swipe in, that will still open up the edge panel. And you can also reposition this if you like. If you want this at the bottom, you can have it over here, or you can have it on the left side. So yeah, tons of customizations available. In addition to the edge panels, they've also added edge lighting. So now whenever you get a new notification, the edges of the screen will light up like this, and you will see the notification over here. And this works even when the screen is on. So I'll send myself a text message, and there you go. So this is called edge screen lighting, and you can change the settings for this by going into settings, then tap on notifications, and then tap on brief pop-up settings. And over here you have edge lighting style, and you have a couple of effects to choose from, and you can also change the color by going over here. I prefer yellow because it's quite bright. Now unfortunately, the edge screen lighting is very different on the Galaxy M51 compared to what you get on Samsung flagship phones like the Galaxy Note 20. So they haven't included the glitter effect. This is one of the best edge screen lighting effects, so this has not been included. And also they haven't included the effect that makes the edges of the screen light up. So these are just basic effects on the M51. They might add the edge lighting effect with an update later on, but still I think it's a step in the right direction. And also make sure that this notification pop-up style is set to brief, because in detailed it won't work. So detailed is the traditional Android style of notifications. You can see no edge lighting, but if you set this to brief, now the edge lighting will work. So there you go. That's a new feature included with One UI 3.1. They have also repositioned the volume controls. So on the previous version, the volume controls appears at the top of the screen, and you press on this button to enlarge the volume controls. But on the newer version, it appears on the side where the volume button is located. So the M51 has the volume button onto the right. Press on this and you have the volume control right over here. And to enlarge the volume control, you press on these three dots, and that opens up the full volume control panel. And this is your live caption feature, and pressing on the gear icon takes you to the main volume control settings. So let's fire up the camera and let me show you a couple of changes they have introduced over here. So the first thing I'll do is go to the video mode, and you guys will notice they have now added the video resolution and the frame rate selection right in the viewfinder. So now you don't have to go to settings to change the video resolution. And secondly, if you go to single take mode, now you have the option of selecting the types of shots single take mode will capture. And finally, if you go to the more tab, you will notice that live focus has been renamed to portrait. So it is the exact same feature. They have just renamed live focus to portrait. One change that I have noticed is that once you tap on the screen, the phone now shows you a little circle and a little lock icon. And you can press on the lock icon to lock the focus and the exposure. So this was a little bit different on the older version. So on the old version, if you would just tap, the phone would focus and the circle would disappear. But on the newer version, it actually gives you a circle and the circle stays there, and you can press on the lock icon to lock the exposure and the focus, and you get the exposure bar at the bottom of the circle. If you click photos and record videos with the location tags option enabled, this option, your photos and videos will have the location embedded on it. So this is a photo that I just shot with the option enabled, and if I swipe up, the phone will show me the location where this photo was shot. Obviously, I have this blurred out because I don't want to show this on YouTube, Now, location tags are great for personal use, but if you are sharing the photo on social media or if you are sharing the photo with your friend, it's still gonna carry over the location data onto the other phone and onto the social media website like Facebook. So as an example, I have sent the photo over to the Galaxy Note 9, and if I swipe up, you'll notice that the photo still has my location data embedded on it, and I took this photo at my home, so it has my home address. So to counter this problem, they have added a new feature in the gallery. So when you press the share button, you'll see a new option over here which says remove location data. And if you check this box and then share the photo, the phone will remove the location data before sharing the photo onto the other phone or onto social media or any other app on the phone. So here's the photo with the option enabled, and as you can see, there is no more location data embedded on it. So this is an awesome feature. It lets you remove the location data on the photo and videos before sharing them. Now let's go to the gallery and let me show you a couple of changes and new features over here. So first off, the zooming in and zooming out animation has been tweaked. I feel that the new animation is a lot smoother. And secondly, they have moved the icons from the top of the display and some items from this menu down to the bottom of the screen inside over here. But one of the best features they have added to the gallery is that now you can go into the photo editor and revert all of the changes that you have done to the photo and revert the photo back to its original form. So there you go, the photo is now back to its original form. So let me show you how this works. So here's a photo. I will press on the pencil icon and go into the image editor. So now we will make some tweaks to the photo. Maybe we want to crop this, and let's also apply a filter. So now I will press on the save button. Now you will also notice that the photo editor does not create a separate copy of the photo like it used to do on the previous version. So less clutter in the gallery. Now the thing is, you can go back into the photo editor and then revert the changes by pressing this button, and as you can see, that reverts the photo back to its original form. Also, if you want to create a separate copy, let's go back into the image editor. Let's again crop this. Now after you are done editing, if you press on these three dots, you will see an option save copy. So this will create a separate copy of the photo, leaving the original one untouched. So here is our original photo and here is the edited copy. So these are two new features in the photo editor. You might have noticed the menu that pops up whenever you want to share a photo, video, or pretty much any file on your phone. So this menu contains a list of applications and actions that you can use to share a photo or pretty much any file on your phone. What's new in One UI 3.1 is that now you can pin applications over here. On the previous version of Android, it would show you your recently used applications and actions over here. Now say for example, I want to share this photo on Snapchat, but I don't have Snapchat over here. I will have to look for Snapchat and there it is. But on this version, I can have the app permanently pinned over here. So it's easier to share stuff, and the way you pin applications to this list is by long pressing and then select pin. That's it. And now you will have the application or an action pinned over here permanently. You can also add widgets directly from the app icon. So if an application supports a widget, all you have to do is long press, then tap on widgets and select a widget from over here and press on add. And bam, as you can see, we have added a widget to the home screen. And this method is a lot easier than pinching in, then going into widgets and searching widgets manually from over here. So now let's go to the advanced features and let me show you something. So inside advanced features, you will find this new feature called continue apps on other devices. So the concept behind continue apps on other devices is that if you have another Samsung Galaxy smartphone or a Samsung tablet, what you can do is go to the recents and continue working on the same application that you were already working on this phone. So the application data synchronizes between the two devices, be it a tablet or a phone. Right now, only two apps are supported, Samsung Internet and Samsung Notes. You know what? Let me actually demonstrate this. Okay, so as an example, I am browsing this web page on my Galaxy M51. Now what I want to do is I want to browse this exact same web page but on a different Samsung phone. So what I will do is I will grab the other Samsung smartphone and I will open up recents. And at the bottom of the screen, the phone will show me a new button from your phone. And if I tap on this button, it will take me to the exact same website that I was browsing on the Galaxy M51. So as you can see, the application data synchronizes between the two phones. And this feature is bidirectional, so if I'm browsing a web page on my Note 20 Ultra, I can set the phone aside, grab my M51, open up recents, and I will see this icon from your phone, tap on this, and the phone will take me to the exact same web page that I was browsing on my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. So this is an awesome feature of One UI 3.1. I really hope to see more apps becoming supported in the near future. Oh, and to use this feature, you should be signed in into the same Samsung accounts on both of these smartphones. And number two, you should have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth turned on both of these smartphones for this feature to work. And obviously, both of the devices should be running One UI 3.1 at least, because this is the version that introduces continue apps on other devices. Oh, and they have also renamed Blue Light Filter to Eye Comfort Shield. So we will go to Settings, Display, and here you have Eye Comfort Shield. This is the exact same feature as Blue Light Filter on One UI 2.5. Even the feature set is exactly the same. They have just renamed this. So yes, it's like an old wine in a new bottle. Now they have also completely redesigned the power saving modes. So what I will do is go into Settings, scroll down, Battery and Device Care, then Battery, then I will go into power saving modes. So this is the new menu, and this is how the old power mode used to look like. So on the older one, you had optimized, medium power saving, and maximum power savings. But on the newer one, it just says off and on. But don't worry about this, guys, because the new version also has the full functionality of the old power modes. So you still have optimized, medium power savings, and maximum power savings. Let me show you how it works on the new version. So when the power saving modes are off on One UI 3.1, the phone will be in the optimized mode. So right now the power saving mode is off. That means the phone is in optimized mode. Now, if I switch on the power saving mode, this is when the phone is in medium power saving. So on One UI 2.5, medium power saving used to limit the CPU speed to 70, decrease the brightness, and it used to turn the always on display off. So this is medium power saving on One UI 3.1. Now the third option, maximum power saving, is actually limit apps and home screen. So if you check this box and then turn on power saving mode, this is your maximum power saving mode. So all three modes are still available on One UI 3.1. They have just redesigned the menu. And to switch it off, just tap over here, and now the phone is back to normal. And finally, as for adaptive power savings, this feature is also there. So drop down the notification panel, go to Settings, scroll down to Battery and Device Care, then tap on these three dots and then select Automation. So inside over here, you have adaptive power savings. Again, exact same feature but in a different location. Oh, and check this out, guys. If you tap on battery and if you tap on the usage since last full charge, it will take you to this screen which shows you the total screen on time since the last full charge. So yes, this is also something that is new. Previously we had this day-wise view and the phone did not show you the screen on time since last full charge, but now they have added this since last full charge feature. And the battery life has been pretty good even after the update. I have a screen on time of 5 hours and 10 minutes and still 66% of charge remaining. They've also added a couple of new features to the Samsung keyboard. So first off, when you type something, the keyboard will automatically suggest Bitmoji and AR emoji based on what you are typing. So as you can see, I have typed out sup, so it's suggesting stickers, in this case Bitmoji, based on what I'm typing. Also, in addition to this, I have also noticed that the keyboard auto suggests emojis based on what I'm typing. So that is also something new. Now to use this feature, you will need to go to the keyboard settings and make sure suggest stickers while typing is enabled. You might want to select Bitmoji if you have the Bitmoji app. Otherwise, you can select AR emoji, which is Samsung's version of Bitmoji. So once this feature is enabled, whenever you type something, the phone will auto suggest Bitmoji or stickers based on what you are typing. So check this feature out, guys. I'm gonna type something and listen to what the phone has to say.
H-E-Y, hey, H-O-W, how, A-R-E-R-Y-O-U-U.
So this feature is called Speak Keyboard Input Aloud, and what this feature does is that it reads out the alphabets and the words that you type. Now to enable this feature, you will need to go into the keyboard settings. So tap on the settings icon, scroll down to swipe, touch and feedback, then tap on Speak Keyboard Input Aloud and turn this feature on. You might want to select characters and words if you want the phone to read out both character and words. Otherwise select characters or select words. I prefer character and words. So this one you already might have noticed, but they have upgraded the digital wellbeing widget. So now it shows you a colored bar and the list of apps that you have been using throughout the day and the screen on time. Previously, it only used to show you the screen on time and number of times you have unlocked the phone. And if you don't know what digital wellbeing is, it kind of keeps a track on how many apps and how you have been using your phone throughout the day so that you can take a look at this and moderate your daily use. And the number of times you have unlocked is over here. They have also added recycle bin to the text messaging, so if you delete a text message, it will go into the recycle bin rather than getting deleted permanently. And from the recycle bin, you can choose to restore, or if you leave it over here, it will automatically get deleted after 30 days. So you do have a chance to restore your messages in case you have deleted them accidentally. Also, in addition to this, they have also added recycle bin to the file manager. So in case you end up deleting a file accidentally, it will go into the recycle bin rather than getting deleted permanently. So you can go to recycle bin and easily restore the file. So small changes here and there, but I think these are very useful. They have also added Wi-Fi band selection for mobile hotspot. So let's go to mobile hotspot. So now you have the option of choosing the 2.4 GHz or the 5 GHz band. 2.4 GHz gives you better range, but 5 GHz gives you better speed. Android Auto is also now a part of the Android system, so if you go to settings, go to advanced features, you will find Android Auto over here. Previously, this was a separate download from the Play Store, now it's included with Android itself. So Android Auto is a lot like Apple CarPlay. If you have a compatible head unit in your car, you can stream music, videos, make phone calls, and access Google Maps directly from the car's head unit. Now, if you go to Contacts, tap on these three lines and then tap on Manage Contacts, you'll see a new feature over here, Delete Duplicate Contacts. So interestingly, this feature was not there on One UI 2.5. So on this phone, you can see that Delete Duplicate Contacts option is not there. I always thought One UI 2.5 had an option to delete duplicate contacts, but I guess I was wrong. And finally, if you go to settings and if you tap on the search button, you can now search for settings using hashtags. So for example, if I tap over here and search the hashtag battery, it will show me all of the settings that are related to the battery. And finally, coming to the performance, well, no matter how many apps you have opened, the phone will perform just fine. A lot of people were complaining about performance issues after the update, but I haven't really faced any problem after the update. The phone is working just fine. So as you can see, it is working great. Even when I'm shuffling through all of these apps, the phone is doing just fine. The apps are not reloading or anything. So yes, I would say that this update is pretty good. I think you should go ahead and update your Galaxy M51. So yeah, it's a thumbs up from my side. And as for the battery life, well, you should get around 2 days without having any issues. So we will go to settings, battery and device here, battery, and you can see my screen on time is 8 hours and 32 minutes, still have 43% of charge remaining. So yeah, battery life and performance both are pretty good on One UI 3.1. So I guess that pretty much covers all of the major new features and changes Android 11 and the One UI 3.1 update brings to the Galaxy M51. There are still some small little changes that I have purposely left out because I want to keep this video below 30 minutes. So yeah guys, thank you for watching and do let me know what you feel about the edge panels. I think this is an awesome feature and this phone is closer to Samsung flagships than it's ever been. It's even got secure folder now. So here you have secure folder. So I guess that pretty much wraps it up for this video guys. Thank you for watching, and if you have enjoyed, make sure to follow me on my social media accounts. I'll put all the links in the video description. So thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video.